Okay. I'm sorry. This vlog is going to be a little, I'm a little weirded out right now. I'm sorry, for one, that it's a little late. Um, Originally, it was just because work was really busy this weekend. There was an event in town, and of course, when there are events, people like to go eat out. And then, just, oh my god, I don't even know what to do. I just had a talk with my manager, Anna, at work. Um, you want, one second, let me grab my phone. Alright. Um, my ex, Erin, is a lunatic. And I'm sorry, I have to say something like this because I do not like to say things like this, but she is a lunatic. Okay, everything was fine and dandy. I just kind of let her do her thing at work, whatever. I really didn't pay too much attention to her. I should just follow my guts from now on, I swear to God. And then she messages me last night. Hold on. Let me pull up the conversation. She has me freaked the fuck out. I'm not gonna lie. Where is it? Apparently my phone... I had to block her on Facebook. Oh, there we go. Facebook's user. That's why I couldn't find it. Anyways. I had to block her on Facebook last night because, Jesus Christ. At first, she came to me, like, nitpicking again. She said, sorry for apparently following you around like a lost puppy when we broke up, when she dumped me. Won't happen again. I'm kind of over being talked about to people who knew nothing about us. And I said, wait, what? She says, if you people at work mentioned that after we broke up, you told them that I was following you around like a fucking puppy. So it went from that to just absolutely nuts, saying that most of the people at work do not like me, that I scare the new kids at work with my transition, and that all my excuses I blame on testosterone or something. And and that I got talked to about scaring the kids at work with my transition. Okay, one, I barely say anything about my transition at work. If I do, to the new kids, it's when they come to me and they use female pronouns and I correct them and they kind of give me a confused look or whatever, and it says, well, I'm transgender, and they're just like, oh, okay, and then that's it. Right? That's it. I mean, I think I mentioned, and this is a story I'll tell you. I mentioned one mishap I had with my hormone shot this past Monday. Not today, but this past Monday. Um, because, I don't know, something reminded me of it, and I told them of it, and they just kind of laughed it off, like, oops, and it was like, yeah, oops. And nobody that work, like, most of the people at work don't like me. I'm not the most favorite of people, and, did they keep talking shit about Erin when I haven't said much of anything, okay, after the initial breakup. I just said that she dumped me, and that was pretty much it, and I told her to leave me alone and that I was just going to ignore her for a little while. That was pretty much it. Okay? And she's just turning into a lunatic. So that's the story. I just had a chat with my manager. She assures me everything is fine, and talked to Krista about it. So, and Krista's my boss, our boss. So I'm going to do that. Anyways, on to the normal stuff. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm a little shaky, and I am horribly unsettled and disturbed. Alright, my mishap, last Monday. I went to go take my hormone shot per usual, right? I mean, stuck myself with the needle And I checked for blood, I did a little withdrawal thing, checked for blood, there's nothing, so I injected myself, and then I slowly pulled the needle out, per usual, because I don't want to end up with the horrible bruise I had with my very first shot. Pulled the needle out, and as soon as I did, just whoosh, it was like a pool of blood that just came gushing out of my leg from this teeny tiny hole. I mean, it looked like I murdered somebody in my bathroom for a moment. It was all over my hand, because I was like, oh, crap. And it was all over my leg, my foot, my bathroom floor, and then in my panic of running around looking for something to put on my leg or whatever to stop the bleeding, I left bloody footprints everywhere, and it was kind of a panic. I must have nicked a vein or something, because it stopped as soon as it started, and everything was fine. And there's a slight bruise on the injection site, but that's about it. So I'm pretty sure I just nicked a vein. Changes. I haven't really noticed much, except for my facial hair continues to grow a little faster, there's a little bit more here and there. Like, it's starting to creep up to the sides here now. Leg hair growth is getting thicker. Yeah. I don't know. And then I wanted to talk about something completely different from what I just rambled about. And I am so sorry for that. I needed to get out of my system. But anyways, dysphoria of my voice in particular. Okay. I know I still sound very female at points, especially when I'm at work and I use my customer service voice, as I like to call it, and if I'm in the lobby running a register, or if I'm in drive-through running a register or handing out orders, and when I talk to people, I use my customer voice, and it still sounds very female. So every time somebody would say she, her, ma'am, and or sweetheart, I never liked being called sweetheart. Anyways, I got really dysphoric at one point. I think it was either I think it was Friday. I got really dysphoric, and my anxiety just rose and took over. And sorry about that. My batteries died on my camera. Anyways, so the anxiety rose, took over, and it kind of made for a hellish night. So I went to my transform board that I usually go to. It's Susan's Place. For any of you who are seeking support in some form or manner, Susan's Place is the place to go, in my opinion. It's a great forum board. Anyways, so I went there looking for, I don't know, comfort or something, and a lot of people there are very kind, and they're also very honest. And one person in particular told me that that to try not to let it get to me, kind of thing, that they don't know me, they don't know my situation, and it's only natural for them, to say such things, and use female pronouns, and they have a very good point. And another person, one of the girls that has been on the forum board about the same amount of time as I think we've conversed a bit before on the forums, anyways, and she said that I've come a long way in the last year, and all these things, and reminding me of my accomplishments and stuff like that, and how far I've come. And she's got a pretty good point too, and so that kind of made me feel better. So dysphoria, it sucks, but if you have the right support system, it's easily handled, in a way. I mean, maybe it's not easily handled for some, and it's understandable, because dysphoria is never easy, and it's never fun. So, I mean, if you build the right support system, though, and if you try to keep as positive an attitude as you are able, it's easy to beat back, in a sense. So, that's all I have for this vlog. And I am so sorry that I rambled on and on about my ex and that whole mess. And it really is a mess. Yeah, I guess I'll see you guys later this week, I guess. Hopefully. I'm kind of afraid that I'm going to get stabbed in the face before I know it. Yeah, no, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.